Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin.
Success at the Toronto International Film Festival often leads to Oscar gold, but which 2018 film at this year's Canadian Fest will find favor with the Academy? Here are the standout films that could stand up in award season. Tiff began in 1976 as the Festival of Festivals, a showcase of the best films from the International Film Festival circuit. The People's Choice Award, an audience prize given to the year's most popular film, has been a pretty good indicator of what will resonate with the Academy. Movies like Chariots of Fire, American Beauty, Slumdog Millionaire, La La Land, and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri have claimed the honor. This year's lineup features a handful of world premieres that have festival goers excited and could even end up in the mix for Oscar consideration in a few months' time. Chief among them might be Barry Jenkins' If Beale Street Could Talk, an adaptation of the James Baldwin novel. Jenkins' latest is hotly anticipated after the 38-year-old filmmaker's 2016 festival favorite Moonlight shocked the world by winning Best Picture on Oscar night. Actor Timothée Chalamet, meanwhile, will be back in the mix with Beautiful Boy, starring opposite Steve Carell in the emotional story of a family dealing with substance abuse.
And you don't like who I am now.
Yeah? Who are you, Nick?
This is me, Dad. Here, this is who I am.
This is not you.
Steve McQueen's 12 Years a Slave won the People's Choice Prize on the way to the Oscars 5 years ago. He's back this year in less of an art house vein with crime drama Widows. Audiences will be clamoring to see what the star-studded cast has to offer, with Viola Davis, Colin Farrell, Liam Neeson, and Robert Duvall headlining the group. A potential discovery at TIFF will be Ben is Back, starring Julia Roberts and Lucas Hedges in another substance abuse drama. Hedges, who is having a stellar year, will actually be seen in 2 other films at the fest: Joel Edgerson's Boy Erased, which just debuted at the Telluride Film Festival, and Jonah Hill's Mid-90s.
This is awesome. I've never been in a car without someone's mom or dad before.
You're so cute.
Speaking of Telluride, the Colorado Set Festival played host to a number of films that will show up in Toronto, such as Mariel Heller's Can You Ever Forgive Me? Melissa McCarthy stars as author Lee Israel, who used her talents to forge and sell intimate letters from famed writers in the early 1990s. It's a touching dramedy that moved audiences in the Rocky Mountains and will no doubt do so again in Toronto.
Yeah, I can definitely get a lot more for this one.
I mean, the PS makes it priceless.
Jason Reitman's The Frontrunner will also make the transition from Telluride to Toronto, featuring Hugh Jackman as politician Gary Hart, whose 1988 bid for president crashed and burned in the wake of an infidelity scandal.
Senator, I want to ask you some questions about the woman at your townhouse.
The 3 hottest tickets, however, began their journeys at the Venice Film Festival last week. Damien Chazelle's La La Land follow-up First Man, about Neil Armstrong and the Apollo 11 moon landing mission, could be a serious contender for the People's Choice Prize with its riveting action sequences and emotional finale.
Everyone's in agreement. We'd like you to command.
Ryan Gosling stars as Armstrong, with The Crown's Claire Foy as his wife Janet. Alfonso Cuarón's Roma, meanwhile, promises to be the overall darling of the festival season. A black-and-white ode to the filmmaker's memories of childhood growing up in Mexico City, it hasn't left a dry eye in its wake. But perhaps the glitziest premiere of the fest will belong to Bradley Cooper and the 4th iteration of A Star Is Born to date. This time Lady Gaga is front and center, and if the impact she left in Venice is any indication, Toronto had better prepare itself to be dazzled. Which one will come away with the coveted People's Choice Prize and kickstart a march to Oscar night? Stay plugged into Variety.com to be the first to know.